Hello, lovelies. We're finishing off the week. I know some of you have been riding with me with my Body Brand Academy launch party. I invite anyone listening to this, if you just kind of need to just dig into yourself, you don't even have anything to do with a business or whatever. It was that kind of week, and there's, I think, some value in that. But I wanted to speak a little bit about the concept of what is worth it. What is worth it to you? Um, that is something you need to really figure out. That is what a lot of us seekers are. We want information, but at some point it gets to be we know a lot of information. And if we keep seeking, there's probably a question underneath that we're looking for. And then it becomes an issue of, am I fulfilled or not? Do I have what, I want or not? Because that's really what it is, desire. It's not about, do I have what I need? If you're limiting yourself to just what you need versus what you want, and I did this yesterday. I had a little session trying out that harmonizing for business, that tantric harmonizing for business that I offered you guys in exchange for a testimonial. Had someone do it, and then I kind of flipped it on her, and I thought it was an important point because I think a lot of us, in terms of deciding what's something worth, what is something worth our time, what is something worth our money, what is something worth our energy. Um, is it worth possibly losing XYZ over? This is the questions. And that really comes down to a want versus a need. So a lot of us will say, yes, 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 it's worth anything in the world if I need it, right? But then we say it's not necessarily worth everything in the world if I just want it. And I get that because we can't just be walking around, going to our wants, our wants all the time in terms of instant gratification. That's not what I'm talking about. There's nobody here on this page in this group that are in that situation. You're not out of control. You're usually a soul seeker. You're working on it. You got issues. If you have an addiction, if you have a compulsion, a primal instinctual problem, then you're probably not dealing with talking and thinking things through to begin with. And I'd be surprised that you're here. But if you did weed yourself here and you're there, let somebody help you. That is a different thing. I'm speaking to the person that knows you have some sense of self-control. I want to allow you to get out of that scarcity mindset of I I only I get enough. I have enough. Because sometimes we wear that, and I know religion does this a lot to us sometimes, where we just wear that as like our badge. We start putting it on as if it looks like a Gucci bag or something fancy. We start putting it on as if it's some fancy kind of armor or cloak of like, I can deal with so little. I'm so strong. I'm okay with just having my basic needs met. And really to the universe that's saying, oh, she don't need more. She has enough. She has enough. So there's a need in our masculine and feminine balance in terms of give and take and and our way of being able to be receptive, right? Without ego getting in the way of our self-worth with that acceptance that we have to play with. And that's a play, that's not just biochemistry, but of course you need a certain level of biochemistry for your brain circuits to even comprehend what I'm saying. You need a certain level of consciousness and capacity. I get that. That's why you need to watch who you're around and the environment you're around or whatever. But if you're still struggling and you've tried your best to get yourself in these healthy situations and whatever, most likely it might be this issue between, if the issue for you is, you know what, I always get what I need. Like I have a faith. I feel like, source, universe, or my, I get it. Like I've seen enough evidence in my life that I will always be able to get what I actually need. But and you're challenged by the fact, but I want more. I want more. I deserve more for the fact I've put the effort in. I do keep self studying. I do it, and we are watching and witnessing so many people who just don't have the capacity to even comprehend they don't know what they don't know, or they are wounded in a way where they know they don't know stuff, but they just can't go there and witness it and be there with it. They're so uncomfortable with any sort of self-reflection that it literally hurts them, that it hurts them less to cut you off or to make you the meanie, or to hurt themselves sometimes in ways with addictions and things like that. The numbing is needed. You're not that person, and that's a good thing. And what I was telling someone yesterday is, and I've had this conversation before, sometimes when we're really trying to work on it, but there's a place where we say, our needs are met here, but I want this. And we've never really lived in an energy of consistency where we had all of our wants met and we lowered the bar on expectations, then we can only get what we expect. You understand? The universe is very clear. It's not about an emotional kind of, I like that person, I'm going to give them something. I don't like that person, I'm not going to give them something. No, it's like the universal laws of increase and polarity and manifestation and vibration and gender, and all of these laws that I want to share with you, and I'm going to share in the Goddess Wisdom Society. You may not realize that they are not emotion. That's that balance of being unemotional but not necessarily being negative and uncaring. The universe very much loves you. Its language is love. Its way is increase and abundance. It is an expansive universe. It itself, however it came about, was by seeking flexibility and change and adjustment. um, and so maybe instead of saying my needs are here and my wants are here and there's this gap to jump, I just told her, what if you flipped it? Right? And I've had to work on that. I'm still working on that. My wants might be the stairs to my needs being met. If I am a person who has raised what they expect in life, I may have been here. This may have been how humans had to work when survival was the main thing. We are no longer in a world where we should be living about survival. I'm not saying other people aren't dragging us down to have to work at survival because they do things, right? But like, if you are like, whatever, that's that universe, I actually have done so much work that I expect. See, needs are expectations. This I didn't speak with her, so I hope she watches this. Needs are your expectations to live. Like, below that, you feel like you will die and you want to live. Wants, right? You may have put above that as, I don't need that, but I just want it. It's like some other category. And what I'm saying is, what if you do so much work on your self-worth, and what you desire to do in the world is so important for you to be supported, and that you actually say, I'm above my wants. My needs, my bare minimum expectations are above everything I want, because these are the stairs that are going to support me here and I get to stay here. Something to think about. Tell me your thoughts below.